Alright, so I'm gonna showcase my tank set for the new dungeon. So, of course, still using Refreshing Move, Human Bane. Even though they're nerf Refreshing Move, it's still very, very good. Same thing on the Warhammer. Refreshing Move and Sunring Shockwave allows me to pretty much permanently CC targets. And then all of these are just either the named set, Firelord, or I rolled Flame Conditioning on them, as you can see here. Tower Shield, only two perks that matter: Fortifying Shield Rush and Human Ward. Deep Amulet, it's really only a two perker: Nature Protection and Health. Simon's Hack Silver Ring, I really like this for tanking because it has the slash damage, leeching, and harding. It's just synergizes really well. This isn't ideal, but it's the only decent, despised, Purifying Toast earring that I had. Ideally, it would be one that I could change out gems, because I'd really like to have a nature gem here, but it is what it is. Still seems to be okay. And then for the middle of the dungeon, I swapped to my Lost set. It's basically, Refreshing Ward, Lost Ward set. The Refreshing Ward is very, very good. This shield was crafted before they changed it, so you used to be able to get 4 perks when you rolled a legendary tower shield. Refreshing Move Bane, still same hammer, same deep amulet, just with flame protection, because those lost actually do quite a bit of fire damage. So you could still keep your nature one, but if you have the flame protection, you could put that on. For the bosses, I'm still using a sword and shield, but I'm actually swapping out to blunderbuss, and I'm trying to get it to where I'm gonna have all flame. I don't want to swap out this, or I don't want to craft another piece for this. I'm kind of waiting to get this last piece of the Fire Lord, and then I'll put that there, and then put a ruby in it, so then I'll have 5 pieces of rubies there. Both bosses do fire damage and slash, so you can kind of pick which amulet you want. I've kind of been messing around and going back and forth, but right now I've got the slash protection one, and then same thing on all that. Abilities, or I should say weapon mastery, sword and shield. Of course, we're running leadership and all of these. You really want the shield rush and definitely the improved rush, which applies a weaken. And then, of course, the 2 points in defender's resolve, which makes you that much more tanky, more damage mitigation. The hammer, this is basically, again, I mainly use the hammer just to CC targets. I mean, obviously it's an additional taunt, but perfect example is those guys that do the shield bash themselves, or the blunderbuss boss. I like to permanently keep them CC'd. So having refreshing move plus taking, where is it? This one, when you're doing light attacks, like that alone has enough baked in cooldowns that you can basically rotate between like auto shockwave, auto wrecking ball, auto clear out, and then you've got everything back up, and you just keep everything permanently CC'd. And then for the blunderbuss, nothing super special. The claw shot, shrapnel blast, and then the splitting grenade. You could probably mix this up however you wanted, but it's just like a nice little damage burst, especially the last boss, because your windows of opportunity to apply damage are very brief as the tank. So you want to pump out as much damage as you can, so I really like the blunderbuss for that. Anyway, if you have any questions about the build or anything else, let me know. Thanks.